winning. I've outsmarted you on a number of levels. Beta. Well, actually, King's not. Beta.
That was a hot mess inside a dumpster fire, inside a train wreck.
Keep your mouth shut. I'm going to go in there and slap your face.
You know, we're going to rise like the Phoenix. And
Get in my limousine. Ride on 85. Get in my Learjet. Woo!
Welcome to the Asterisk Conclusion podcast. You've got me, the king himself. We are joined by Nate Gate and the Grizz.
What's up, everybody?
Well, let's this pod's going to be covering a little bit of picks that we're going to be making for this coming week. And but first, let's jump into reviewing last week's games and see how they went for everyone.
First.
I got last week Nate Gate versus Gatos, actually. Yeah. I mean, how did you feel about that one, Nate Gate?
Not great. The only shining light. So I lost to him 116 to 136. The only good thing was that I think I beat just about everybody other than Oracle and of course Magic Mike, but I'm not really worried about his points. But 116's been middling this year. A lot of people feel for 116, but you're not going to get anywhere. So I gotta give my team a stern talking to, starting with Mr. Tyler Lockett, who only got me 3 points. What'd y'all think about Gato's team?
He didn't really have anybody that went off. I mean, a tight end to get 22 points, almost 23 points. That's really good. But other than that, I mean, his kicker got him 14 points. Anytime you get a kicker to get over 10 points, you're like, how old are you? But same thing with defense. But I mean, it really came down to you, Nate. It's just your wide receiver and your kicker and your defense that killed you.
Oh yeah.
Those things do matter, unfortunately, in this league. Well, let's talk a little bit. Hey, let's talk a little bit about my game. The King versus First and Goal. I definitely did not put up a good showing. I only got 76 points out of that hot mess. And First only had to put up 97 to beat me. Not impressive.
That's pretty ugly.
Yeah, that was pretty bad all around.
Did you guys play each other on Thursday?
Play each other on Thursday?
It's a horrible Amazon Thursday night game suck. That's obviously not funny.
Yeah.
Well, now that you explained it was hilarious.
Coop Jackson was your highest scoring player, more than double. I mean, again, we talked about that last time. I mean, that's actually pretty funny. I mean, the guy. Think about that, though. If you're projected to see, a backup running back, I think if he got you 3 points, you would have been at like 50. So you should be happy.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a bad way to look at it.
I mean, he did get a third of my points. So, last week was pretty bad. I mean, Mike Williams only gave me 3 points, and honestly, Mike Williams is kind of one of those players. I know everybody vetoed that trade with Mike Williams, but I kind of almost would have rather kept him over kept Devontae Smith over Mike Williams, especially now with Keenan Allen coming back. But
I just don't understand the Chargers because Keenan Allen's not playing. You think Mike Williams would be, a stud. They signed him to a big contract. I mean, it seems like Herbert's just he's probably, I haven't looked. I bet you Herbert's not even a top 10 quarterback.
He's solid, but it's not everything. Everybody thought Herbert was going to be like actually contending for the number 1 quarterback spot.
Right.
And and he's not really close to doing that.
He's not in the Mahomes Allen category yet.
No, and honestly, if I had to go back and do that, I think just going off on a little bit of a rant about Mahomes, but I would have taken Mahomes. I think we all thought he was going to take a step back this year without Tyreek Hill, and man, we were wrong.
But Coop, you got a big week ahead of you, so you know you're going to get deep fried by everybody if you don't respond back with a better week after the trade. So you're put on notice right now.
I love it, dude. Love the pressure. Well, let's jump into another one of the podcast members' games and talk about little Grizz versus Drill action.
Drill went off.
That Drill did go off. That was a great game for him. And you actually had put up some solid numbers yourself. It just wasn't enough.
Nah, I mean, it was what it was, and I thought I was going to do pretty well, but I didn't do awful anywhere other than my kicker getting 3 points. I think he missed 2 extra points that game. I was kind of laughing, but Stevenson is benefiting from Harris being out in New England. He's a good running back there. He got 26 points, and Diggs is a beast. Everybody else kind of did their part, which led to you always think like you get 2 or 3 players to get you 25 points, and if everybody else gets you 10 to 15. You can put up 140 or 150 every week, but that's, I think, the way every single fantasy football manager calculates their team. Like, I can easily put up 130 or 40. Then, reality sets in. And, 126, I was content with it, but Drill had a great week. And it's funny because Magic Mike won the week. And those are the 2 guys that really had the big trade this week. So congratulations to Drill. Drill did pretty good.
Well, that's good for him. Just a FYI, Al Murphy just tried to give me a call, a little LTD love.
He wants some live action.
Oh, well, Taysom Hill just scored.
Oh, gosh. Are you serious?
Paying off, baby. Paying off. Woo! Bunch of morons in this league. Paying off. Let's see. Let's talk about a little Magic Mike and LTD. In fact,
yeah,
that was. Magic Mike winning the week. That was impressive, I'll say.
How did that happen? Because I got to look at this. You got 172 points, and it goes to show you anything can happen. Jamar Chase is awesome. Like Juju went off. Ayuk went off. Ayuk and Juju right there had 50 points.
Right.
So, and Trevor Lawrence had 30. That's not something. But everybody in this roster, other than Mark Ingram, did really good.
Oh, yeah. He went off. That was, that might have totaled up his last couple weeks combined, actually. Got to give Magic credit.
He just did 2.5 weeks right there, didn't he?
Herbert put up 13 points. That's, right. I don't know. I like Herbert. And that's one of the reasons why I made the trade, though. Like, he wasn't putting up those type of numbers I really was hoping. But let's talk a little bit about Huza and Oracle real quick.
Bad week for the Oracle. That's probably his worst one yet.
Yeah, he kind of came back to earth a little bit. By the way, is he still in the lead or is Drill in the lead right now?
Drill is in the lead. Like Nate and I talked about, it's going to be a fight to the finish in this league.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be ugly.
And last game, we got illustrious Sleeper versus Tuna, and this was actually uglier than my game, if that was possible.
It was.
that might have been. We've had some really bad games, and if I had to go across the 20-year history of the league, that's got to be a top 10 worst performance right there. Combined, you combine those scores, it wouldn't even smell Magic Mike. Come on, that's pretty bad. Actually, it's pretty funny. If you look at Sleeper's roster, this rarely happens. He has a guy with negative 0.5.
That's what I was giggling at. Jeff Wilson with negative 0.5. How in the world? Oh my goodness.
That is.
Yeah. I tell you what, Kadeem Hunt has been a real disappointment. I have him in another league, and something smells bad in Cleveland.
Yeah. And whatever happened to that Pacheco or whatever the backup running back is?
That's Cooper's guy.
That is my guy. Hey guys, real quick, I got LTD calling in.
Get him on. Let's get him
Let's
on.
do it.
Let's do it. Get him on. The first ever live chat.
Oh, let's see.
This is a high tech show right here, folks.
High tech. Al Murphy? Can you hear me? All right. Let's see. Do a sound check, guys. Can you hear LTD?
Nope.
Oh wait. Hold on 1 second. Now try that again, Murphy.
LTD, baby, let's go.
There we go.
Touchdown, Cooper.
What's going on,
love it.
LTD?
I love it. Like,
LTD, you're on the podcast. What do you want to say?
Well, I just say that Cooper is there is a method to his madness. He's got Taysom Hill's just getting started, folks. I mean, he already got one touchdown. Dalton's probably going to get hurt in the third quarter. Taysom's going to get it back in there and start throwing haymakers all across the field. So,
is Connor ever going to play
Herbert
again?
had me 12, 14 points last game. So, do not hate on Cooper's ability to turn it around.
I love it.
That's all I got.
Al Murphy gave me a call earlier, and he's really upset about Connor. And I think Connor Gates coming back and haunting him. What do you guys say about Connor this year, Al Murphy?
And he's been the Eckler Connor affair, love affair, for the 2 years in a row. I mean, he's killing me this year. I mean, the whole point was to have three strong running backs, and I mean, Ezekiel's not playing well. Connor is not playing at all, and the only thing I got is Eckler. So besides that, I mean, if I didn't have this running back issue, I would be like Andy Burns, so 2007, with no holes, baby.
No holes. I love it.
So, Coop, while we dive into it,
No holes.
we got
He drafted two running backs from the Carolina Panthers, and he said, Murphy, I've got no holes in my lineup. 2007. You remember that, Coop? Remember that, Coop?
Oh, yeah. Vividly.
So, Al Murphy, we got you on the first matchup of the week. You're playing Big Tuna. You're 3-3, and Big Tuna's 5-1. Who's winning?
I mean, Big Tuna's team is. I mean, the guy's got. I mean, he's got low points and he's got wins. That's all he's got. And so I got no fear about tuna. I'm gonna eat tuna fish this weekend. Let's go.
I love it, dude.
I love it.
A little rare tuna out there.
I'm gonna get some mayonnaise out. I'm gonna get my crackers. I'm gonna get some relish, and I'm gonna put it all in the bowl with the big tuna.
Ash and cut,
Stir it
trash
around
talk.
a little bit, then I'm gonna put it on a cracker, and I'm gonna eat it at Sunday at 3:00. And after that point, it's gonna be over, ladies.
Hearing it first, baby. I love it.
Live on the pod, man.
Live on the pod.
Man, LTD, man, we miss seeing you, dude. When are we gonna see you in that delicious Davidson Reserve?
I know, man. It's hard. I feel very. I feel like to be honored to be on this podcast. I mean, and so I think at some point I'm gonna have to make a special appearance, or Ric Flair will have to make a special appearance with some products. So we'll figure that out. You can just call my agent, and we'll you know how to get a hold of them, and we'll either get Ric Flair or myself. So we'll figure it out, and it'll be coming to the podcast soon. Davidson Reserve.
What about
you heard it here, folks?
What about the White Tiger?
That was a rented costume, and I don't know if I could be able to muster it up to White Tiger, but I think you'd like to.
All right. Well, I know I may be a little bit amateur compared to Ric Flair. We know that you're a son and descendant of the great Nature Boy.
Well, let me tell you something about this. You know, I was talking to the drill today. We had a great conversation. He said, Al, I don't want to be, he says, Al, I pretty much have kind of got into my inner Bill Belichick. And he said, you know what? I don't want to talk any more smack because I don't want to jinx myself. And I said, come on, Drill. It's not about getting in touch with your Bill Belichick. It's about living out your inner Drill, rage, anger, shit talking. I mean, I said, Drill, you turned into a cupcake. I said, what's wrong with you?
Oh,
anyway,
no.
He did a video for us. He's ready to come back in full effect. He's ready to bring the heat. He's ready to be like he is. Because the last few videos, they've been kind of soft. I've been waiting for Drill to get anger, rage. He's just kind of been all nice. That's not what we need. Come on, Drill.
You know what I think is going to happen? I'm going to go ahead and say it. Next week's guest is going to be Drill.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to happen now. I mean, naturally, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, spontaneous.
LTD called him out.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be hard to beat Cupcakes and Tunafish.
Yeah, that's a highlight of this.
Well, thanks for joining us, Al Murphy.
We need the old Drill. We need the Drill that's mad, pissed, doing 4 shots, and we need him back. He's been kind of soft lately. He's ready to get back. I know it, and he's afraid to be back to the old Drill because he's afraid he's going to jinx his team and he's not going to get a cup.
He's got to be strong.
Whew. Unbelievable.
Hey Al, who do you think's who's gonna walk away with the cup this year?
Well, I really feel like Drill is. I do. I think he's so stacked after that trade for Debo. He's got Diggs. He's got Jefferson. He's got Debo. I mean, he's got the trifecta. This is like Sleeper 2008, but gone right. Because I remember when Sleeper drafted those three receivers in the first round, and that was like the only bad season he had. And then Drill, this is just kind of a unicorn year. Like Jonathan Taylor, like Grizz's pick, getting no points out of that guy. That's terrible. Right. So it's kind of a weird year with some of these running backs. Connor, give me nothing. It's just a weird year because Connor and Taylor had the most touchdowns last year as his running backs. And they are, I mean, somebody needs to put LT guys because I don't know where they are. They're like missing in action. You know what I mean?
What do you think about this, LTD? Anyway. At the draft, Drill said if he wins the Ashland Cup, he's guaranteed a Hall of Fame jacket. How do you feel about that statement?
Well, I think ultimately it's all decided by two people, Ryan Burns and Charlie Burns, and maybe Andy Burns. So I do not think that's going to happen, unfortunately. So,
maybe some free dental appointment. Who knows?
Should get a Hall of Fame jacket just because of his wonderful work as the assistant commissioner. But I think it takes more to be Hall of Fame than one. I think you got to get it. You can't have the whole Ashland Cup in the Hall of Fame, and you got to make it more stringent. And I know Ryan Burns will have something to say about that.
I'm sure.
Well, we heard it there from the Hall of Famer.
Well, LTD, man, it's been a pleasure having you on the pod. We're gonna have to get you on here more often, that's for sure.
Well, I appreciate that, King Cooper. I'm looking for you to shock the world this week with golf. Is golf starting for you this week, or you got to pick it? What's in your game?
No way, dude. Golf all the way.
This guy
4.
is going to shock people this week.
Whew. High points, baby.
Just look like the Indiana Hoosiers, baby. You're just an underdog.
That's right.
Don't tell the
Taysom Hill out there. Scoring TDs.
Hey guys, Nate Gate, if you had a certain drink that you would like to have on the pod again, what would it be?
Man, it's hard to beat that Davidson Reserve. What was the
4 grain?
4 grain. Thank you. See, King's the expert. I'm just the taste tester. But man, that stuff was tasty. I still got some Whisper Creek in my fridge though, so I pickers in the cabinet. Man, I try to stay stocked.
I like it. Well, Andy, what would you drink if you on the pod? Like, if you had a drink on the pod, what would you like to drink?
Well, I like some Whisper. That's always the go-to. None of that funny flavor, none of that mocha stuff. Did y'all know Andy's girlfriend is the biggest Whisper Creek fan? She went to the store and bought 3 bottles, and she can't get enough of it.
Can't get enough, man. Whisper Creek or Grizz.
That's right.
Well, I
All
appreciate
right, guys,
you guys.
we didn't get
And
the matchup.
by the time this podcast over, Taysom Hill will have 3 touchdowns for Cooper. So congratulations on a great trade, Cooper. These guys can pound sand. They don't know what they're talking about.
That's right.
Thank you, guys, and have a great night.
You too, LT.
All right.
Good talk to you, LTD. Woo.
That was amazing. Our first ever call in.
Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. Anything can happen on the pod.
Hopefully
right.
that takes precedent, or that happens more often. I like to see people do that.
That's right. We might have some more guest speakers coming in on random occasions.
I like it. I like it.
Let's jump in on these picks real quick, and let's just
Lightning round.
Lightning round
style.
Exactly.
Nope.
All right. We got Nate Gate versus Grizz starting off. How's that?
This is bye week central right here, I think, for both teams. I looked at it earlier and I kind of laughed. Nate doesn't even have a kicker set in there yet, but he's already favored. I look like complete doo-doo. So I just, this is one of those matchups when you have 3 or 4 players. I cut my kicker, my defense, both my tight ends are on bye. Allen's on a bye, and I don't know if Jonathan Taylor's playing. I think it really comes down to I just want to get some decent points. This is one of those weeks where I don't want to get under 80 points kind of a week. But I do think Nate's definitely got an advantage here.
Well, I'm going Gate on this. Nate Gate's got this. Like you say, your team's doo-doo, at least this week. So, and I think Nate Gate's got a few tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, kicker to be announced any day now.
So hot.
Unbelievable. And by the way, I might make that game of the week just because it's you two. And the rest,
Right.
and none of the other games are that sexy to me. Next up, we got Drill versus Whoza.
I picked Drill.
Drill.
That was hard, huh?
It's all right. You're new to the podcast. That's cool. Go ahead. Break it down.
Well, it's funny. Drill's got Drake, who he spent his whole, his whole fortune on. So I hope that pans out for him. Drill's who's got Allen in there. I don't think he's going to play. But I'm going to go with Drill until he takes his foot off the gas.
Yeah, that's nice.
What about you, King?
I got Drill.
Yeah.
All right, let's do first and goal versus sleeper. I'm taking first and goal just because sleepers. Well, it's sleeper. He's having a real off year.
He's got Tua coming back. Robinson, the running back for the Commanders. Thing is, I look at sleepers team on paper and I laugh because it'd be so good in 2019 or 2020. It's like if I could go back in a time machine, woo! Except for Harrison Pitts, but he's got some names on his team. It hasn't really panned out for him like it has in the past. Hopkins has got 6 points right now. That is I don't know, man. I don't even know how Tua will respond, but I'm actually going to lean towards the sleeper on that one.
Yeah, I'm with you, Grizz. I'm picking sleeper. By the way, can we give a little hand clap for him making it to an actual Hopkins start? I mean, that's that must have taken some patience.
Woo, congratulations.
He's been trying to trade that guy since week 2.
Yeah.
Exactly. Next up, we got myself, the King versus Oracle, and I'm probably going to go Oracle on this one.
See if Oracle can come off a bad week.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I didn't really do too. I got to come off a bad week.
Oracle is. I feel like he's on a rebound. I'm gonna have to go with the Oracle on that one. He's got Tampa Bay at Carolina. Tampa Bay could probably put up 30 points this week.
Yeah, I'm picking you, King. I think I don't like the Goff start, but other than that, I think you got a pretty solid team, and I think Oracle's these bye weeks. What's the secret weapon? It's Cooper Cup. He doesn't have Cooper Cup this week, so I'm picking Yuki.
Well, a Cooperless Oracle is always good for me. So, all right, let's hit up LTD, who was just on the pod, versus Tuna. I mean, is he getting tuna salad this week, guys?
I know if LTD loses this matchup, we may have to get him on the camera and have him maybe get. Could we get Tuna to talk some trash? That would be even better. I don't know if he's capable.
We gotta get him on here if he does pull off a dub.
Who am I taking in this one? I'm leaning towards LTD in this one, I think.
Me too. I got LTD as well.
Yeah, I just don't see the path for Tuna, so I'm with you guys. LTD.
All right, and our final game, if I'm not mistaken, is Gatos versus Magic. Does that look right?
Yeah, that's it. Man, Magic got the most points last week, and why has he got Ayuk on the bench? I don't get that.
It's method to his madness.
I mean, if
It's loaded.
I mean, you do you, Magic, but I mean, Olave's hot and all, but
Yeah, I would consider starting him over Olave and Juju.
right. Too late for that.
Yeah.
He's also got Harris starting New England. I don't think Harris will be playing this week.
No, I thought he was out for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, it says he didn't say he's questionable here, but I don't think he's right.
Nope.
I'm gonna lean in towards Gatos.
Same.
I'm actually going to go with the Magic Man on
All right.
this. And that's mainly because Gatos was hating on Magic's trade. And yeah, I just kind of want to see some revenge on this.
Yeah, that's how we do it here.
I love it. Well,
It's a
guys.
big fact.
Well, guys, I think we're going to wrap up this pod. And it's been a good one. It's a great guest. And hopefully you guys pull off some dubs this week, and myself included.
All right. Adios.
Let's do it.
And don't forget, we're right and you're wrong. See you guys later.